Today we're going to build a geo dashboard with Antivia DecisionPoint. First we're going to use the data wizard to import data from an Excel spreadsheet, in this case that resides on my desktop. When I click Next, I get a complete list of all of the columns available in my spreadsheet, where I can explore and even make minor modifications or even create new columns. In this case, I want to change the formatting by removing the decimals. When I click Next, I get a complete list of all of my columns in case if I want to change how we aggregate the data at different levels. Additionally, Antivia lets us define multiple hierarchical relationships. The first thing that we're going to do is drag a filter component right onto the canvas. That's the beauty of Antivia DecisionPoint. We can use point and click configuration to assemble our dashboard very quickly. We have all of the data fields available to us that I can drag and drop into our results column, and instantly Antivia DecisionPoint will build out our filter bar that an end user will be able to use to constrain the data down to the information that we want. The next component that we want to add is a table component, and this will show us a simple tabular view of the data that we want to see. In this case, I don't want to use the default values that Antivia tries to provide us, so I'm going to insert a couple of additional measures in addition to our location names. Now the great thing is if I want the filter bar to control the table, I simply drag and drop it. Similar to the data sets, as we build and filter data, we can actually drag and drop various data sources right into our components, so we can mash up multiple components with multiple data sources without a single line of code and using just drag and drop capabilities. Now let's see what this looks like. I click on Preview, and instantly DecisionPoint will create a live preview of our dashboard, so I can see exactly what this experience will look like to an end user within seconds. In this case, we provide the filter bar with a lot of great functionality where we can filter down by city, we get search, and an end user can easily tab through the data without any training. Now we want to make some additional changes. We're going to drag the table off to the side here, and let's add a CMAPS Analytics component. When I drag and drop this component, it will draw the map, and we're actually going to import a CMAPS Analytics template file. These template files are created through CMAPS Analytics Designer, which are covered in other tutorials. Now I'm going to drag the data that we're filtering from the filter bar in the map. Now we're going to start adding fields that are relevant to our map. The first thing we're going to drag is a latitude, longitude, and then we're going to add a measure. And within a couple seconds, it's going to render thousands of locations on our map. Now I just need to go back to my browser, and instantly we'll see the changes that I've made in DecisionPoint. The beauty of DecisionPoint is that I can seamlessly move between the end user experience and the designer. And using the same type of filtering capabilities that we use to filter the table, we now have that functionality extended directly to the map. Now we can make just a few minor tweaks to dial in the end user experience so it looks a little nicer. And with a couple of clicks, we can save and distribute this dashboard to anybody in our company. All we have to do is go to File and Save Dashboard. I can save this to a folder on my network share, on my desktop, or we can even have our administrator embed this on a website. Now instantly we can open this dashboard up in a browser and without any training navigate thousands of store locations using the power of Antivia DecisionPoint. To get this functionality, simply go to the Antivia website to download a trial and start building geo dashboards today.